Hi folks, I'm Terry Trippler with Our Take on the News. You know, I recently read an article in a Minnesota publication that was entitled Regional Airports Above Merger Fray. And what the story was is it was regarding the Northwest Delta merger and what impact will that have on cities, especially Minnesota cities, such as Rochester, Duluth, St. Cloud, etc. And basically they were comparing how many seats there used to be from these cities, how many seats there are now. And I think comparing seats is an unfair way to do it. I think you'd rather compare flights. In other words, would you rather have one flight with 110 seats or two flights with 50 seats? But again, the article was good, quoted great sources. I didn't have a problem with it. I did, however, have a problem with the way the writer ended the story. And it ended with the last paragraph reading, at Bemidji, and this is Minnesota, Bemidji Regional Airport, walk-up fares to the Twin Cities have hit as much as $1,000, according to the airport manager. About 4,500 seats a month fly out of Bemidji, less than half the peak of the 1990s, but he said the planes are most often full. Now work with me here, folks. $1,000. 4,500 people a month, that's $4.5 million a month for Northwest Airlines just to fly out of Bemidji. Now, who at Northwest Airlines would reduce seats to Bemidji if this were true, if people were paying $1,000 to fly between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Bemidji? Now, the facts are, the whole story is, yes, there is a $1,000 walk-up fare available between Bemidji and Minneapolis, St. Paul. There also is a $548 walk-up fare between Bemidji and Minneapolis, St. Paul, and there also is a $389 advance purchase fare between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Bemidji. These are all round-trip fares, and these fares include the $130 fuel surcharge. Now, when you take a fuel surcharge, I wanted to go back and see what it was before the Republic Northwest merger and after. So I went back to 1982. In 1982, Bemidji, Minneapolis, St. Paul, no advance purchase, $240 round trip. Add the consumer price index, and that would equal $536 round trip today. What's the real fare? $548. It went up $12. Advance purchase in 1982, $170 round trip. Consumer price index, $378. Today it sells at $389. It went up $11. And these fares that I'm giving you, these today fares, the $548, the $389, they include the fuel surcharge of $130 round trip. And fuel is the culprit here. In 1982, a barrel of crude was $32. With a consumer price index, we would be at 78, but today we're at 127. I don't believe the article was quite fair. I believe the article was cut short before the fair facts were truly given. This is Terry Trippler, just keeping them honest with Our Take on News.